Ever feel like you're throwing darts in the dark when it comes to your Google business profile?
Oh, yeah.
Putting in the work, but not seeing the results.
I've been there.
Well, today, we're ditching the guesswork and diving deep into the secrets of making Google work for you, not against you.
That's right.
We're talking all about building topical authority.
And I'm so excited to talk about this.
I am too, because this stuff is fascinating, right?
Yeah.
It's like, you wouldn't build a Ferrari and then, fill it with cheap gas, right? Your website and your GBP, that's that Ferrari.
Right.
And the right keywords and content, that's the high-octane fuel you need to see some serious speed.
Yeah, you got to treat it right,
Exactly. So let's break this down. One thing that I think a lot of businesses kind of just gloss over is categories.
Oh, for sure. And I think a lot of people think, oh, just pick anything.
Right. Just pick something that's vaguely related.
But there's so much more to it, right? Because your website content needs to really scream relevance to that primary category that you're choosing. And then it also has to support any secondary categories as well.
Okay, so give us an example of what this looks like in practice, because I think when you say that, it makes sense.
Yeah, yeah.
But then when you actually go to it, you're like, wait, what does that actually mean
Absolutely.
for my business?
So let's just say, for example, you are a bakery.
Okay.
And you decide to list wedding cakes as a secondary category. Well, you better have a page on your website that's dedicated to showcasing your beautiful wedding cakes, right?
Yeah.
Like, you got to have those photos and the descriptions and the keywords sprinkled throughout the copy so that Google knows.
So you can't just say you make cakes and then just have one picture of a sheet cake and that's it.
Exactly. Google's not going to believe you. It needs proof.
It needs to see it.
Yes.
Okay. So now that makes total sense. So it's not just checking a box. You really do have to make sure that your content supports it.
Oh.
Okay. And, that actually brings us to keywords, which is something that, I think a lot of people get tripped up on.
Oh, yeah.
Because this stuff is always changing.
Yeah.
And the sources that we've looked at, they point out a really interesting fact, which is that some businesses are optimizing for keywords that are actually losing search volume.
All the time.
And, we're talking significant drop-offs.
Yeah.
20 to 70% in just 3 months, which is crazy,
It's
right?
huge.
That's a lot of effort to put in to target something that people aren't even searching for anymore.
It's kind of like putting all that work into, writing this beautiful letter,
Right.
but sending it to the wrong address.
It's never going to get there.
Exactly.
So how do we stay on top of this? Because that is, it's kind of scary, honestly.
It is, and that's where using the right tools is so critical.
Okay.
There's something like Google Trends,
Yeah.
and it lets you track how often certain keywords are being searched, and you can see how that changes over time.
Oh, wow.
So you can actually see what people are searching for right now,
Yeah.
and you can make sure that you're optimizing for the right keywords.
That's brilliant. So what happens if you do none of this? What's the worst that could happen?
So imagine you're ranking high on Google, you're at the top, but you're still losing all your potential customers to your competitors.
Ouch.
Right. And that's because they've taken the time to optimize their Google business profiles, and you haven't. So they're attracting the right clicks, they're converting those clicks into sales, and you're just kind of sitting there being visible.
Right, because some people might say, well, if I'm already showing up first, that's all that matters, right?
You would think so, but just being visible isn't enough.
Yeah.
It's about, attracting the right people at the right time,
Yeah.
Not just anyone who happens to stumble across your profile, but the people who are actively looking for what you offer.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, so think of it this way. Would you rather have a slightly lower ranking, but get more qualified leads who are actually ready to buy?
Absolutely.
That's what optimizing your GBP is all about.
Yeah, that's a much better strategy for sure. Okay, so what's one action our listeners can take today to make sure that their Google business profile is not holding them back?
The best thing you can do right now is to check out GMB Crush.
Yes.
Especially because right now they have an incredible Black Friday sale going on.
Right.
And that's going to give you all the expert guidance and tools.
Yeah, the timing couldn't be better, could it?
Seriously.
You need this stuff. And now it's a huge discount.
It really is an investment in the future of your business.
Yeah, so head over to the GMB Crush website and definitely do it before this Black Friday deal ends.
Don't miss out on this.
And remember, This is not a one-time thing, right?
Oh, definitely not.
Like Google is constantly updating and changing.
All the
So
time.
you got to be on top of it.
Yeah, it's a journey, right? You got to
Uh,
keep learning, you got to adapt.
it's an ongoing process.
And hey, we'd love to hear how you guys are doing with your GBPs. So come share your wins and challenges with us on social media.
Let's keep this conversation going.
Yeah, I'd love to hear.
Yeah, because with the right knowledge and a little bit of effort, you can totally transform your profile from like a ghost town
Yeah,
into a thriving business hub.
it's true.
All right, well, until next time, happy optimizing, everyone.
See ya.